Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, good people. Happy New Year 2024. Welcome back. My name is Walter Reno and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is a new year and we have it here and we thank God because we've seen the new year 2024. Today, I am talking about back to school pressures and we have a lot of pressures right now. At the moment, there are a lot of pressures everywhere. And being a new year, there are a lot of things and there are a lot of pressures that many people face right now. Today, I'm going to handle the back to school pressure types and the category of pressure that people have. And allow me to quickly jump into that. But before I do that, allow me to take this opportunity once again to thank you and to congratulate you for liking, for sharing, and even for commenting. Thank you so much. May God bless you. And wherever you are, I speak a lot of blessings. And may the Lord bless you. Welcome back. Back to school. Precious. I have 5 of them. And we are going to handle them quickly in the interest of time. Right now, these 5 people are feeling the pressure of back to school. Number one person who feels the pressure is the parent. We've just come from the festive seasons. People are enjoying partying around, making merry and so forth and so on. We are back. It is January. In my local language here, they call it January, meaning hunger. We are back here in January. And we have a lot of pressure. Parents, we as parents, we have fees to pay and we have some bills to pay. And not only bills and fees to pay, we also need transport to facilitate our children as they go back to school and so forth and so on. All this kind of pressure is the financial pressure that a parent has, especially making sure that every child, because education is a basic need, they must go back to school. We have the bills to pay, we have the fees to pay, we have the transportation to pay, and many other things to pay. Not forgetting pocket money, not forgetting shopping. And for those of us who our children are going to join Form 1, we also have Form 1 requirement. Just imagine a parent having a student in Form 3, a student in Form 4, a student in Form 2, and then we have another pressure again, a student joining Form 1. I tell you, it is a whole lot of pressure. Pressure every side. And this kind of pressure does not only come from the financial point of view. Other parents are struggling. They are worried about their children. Perhaps their children are not good in terms of behavior, conduct, character. And since they know they are children, they have a lot of pressure right now. Like, I don't know what is going to happen to my son. I don't know what is going to happen to my girl. I don't know what is going to happen because I know my son. Not only financial stresses and pressure that the parents are having right now, but also they are worried about their character, their behavior, and their conduct. That kind of pressure is subjected to the parent. And we as parents, we know right now how parenting is tough. Parenting is not easy at this particular moment. At this time and age, parenting is so tough. With this kind of social things and social pressure that we see around, parenting is not easy. Just need the grace of God. So pressure number 1 goes to the parents. Pressure number 2, you obviously know this. Pressure number 2 goes to the teacher. Who is like a teacher? Every profession, every career passes through the hands of the teacher. And a teacher must make sure that as we resume back this year, 2024, we must always be prepared to bear the following pressures. Pressure number one that a teacher is having right now is what we call the schemes of works. Every teacher knows that they have to prepare schemes of work. Others have to prepare what we call a syllabus coverage, not forgetting the timetables and how they are going to change themselves from various class to from one class to another, from various lessons to another, in groups and so forth and so on. That is a pressure. Workload. They have a lot of workload preparing students, not forgetting evaluations and assessments. It is another pressure. As we enter 2024, these teachers have the pressure. I congratulate all my teachers wherever they are, wherever they are watching. And if you know that you once taught me, please feel free to like, feel free to share, and feel free to comment what I'm telling, because this is the truth. Personally, I'm a son of a teacher, and I know what I mean when I say teachers have a lot of pressure at this particular moment. Another pressure that teachers have is the pressure of handling students. Every students have a lot of character traits and character behavior, so they have to deal with them, especially the teachers who are disciplinarians. I know of my friends who are disciplinarians, and they have a very big task, especially when they are handling issues to do with discipline. Another thing the teachers will be having pressure about is the drug and substance abuse. And for those of us who are watching us for the first time, you can go back and see the segment that I was talking about, drug and substance abuse. Part 1, I was highlighting the reasons why people do drugs. Now part 2, I was highlighting how we can solve it, and I was mentioning the institution. Right now the institutions are ready. Other institutions are preparing for sniff dogs to sniff whether we have drug and substance. So teachers have this pressure, especially the teachers on duty, the boarding masters. They have a lot of pressure, including even the support staff, the gate men. They have a lot of pressure at this particular moment. Everybody right now is psychologically prepared for these pressures. The parent is prepared psychologically. The teacher is now prepared psychologically that we are going to handle this. Another thing that a teacher is going to try to cope up with, unless he or she has been used to, is waking up as early as 4 a.m. in the morning. That is a pressure. At least we've had 2 months of relaxing, 2 months of enjoying good sleep. But this moment, there is a pressure, no sleep. You have to wake up early and you have to sleep late because you care for the students around. These pressures are high. These pressures are here with us. It is now 2024 and we have this pressure. Another pressure that a teacher is facing is the pressure of trying to ensure, especially the accountants, we have the bursars. They try to make sure that every detail financially is on record. And they try as much as they can. We have a lot of pressure and many other pressure that pertains accounts. So that is another type of pressure that teachers and other workers in schools face right now. The third person who feels the pressure of back to school is the student or the pupil or the learner. In our country right now, we are having the CBC curriculum that is being rolled out. And these learners or these students or these pupils are saying, ooh, we are back again. We have preps. Sorry for those students who have not done their assignments. You'll be in for a rude shock, my friend. Do that assignment. We have the assignments, we have the requirements that the class has, we have a new form or a new class that we are entering, and this kind of pressure is so tough. Adjusting to that kind of pressure, not living alone, not forgetting about the sleep. Many students love sleep. I can say that for sure. Even me, when I was in high school, I could imagine sometimes you just feel that I wish I could sleep more. But there's no sleeping. No sleeping. We have to work hard. Students, they have to bear this burden of saying there is no sleep. We must work hard. And especially I'm praying for the candidates 2024 who will be sitting for their KCSE, I almost say KCP. We are done away with the KCPE. Last year was the last group. No, you see, students have a lot of pressure. Classwork, workload of assignments. They have this pressure and they must cope up with this pressure. No matter what happens, they must cope up with this pressure. The third category of group of people who are feeling the pressure right now. And you know, this reminds me of this song of Shakira that says, the pressure's on. Do you feel it? The pressure is on right now. Board of Management. We have the infrastructural pressure, projects, management of the school, and what is going to happen come this year. Others even have had several sittings and meetings so that they prepare for the financial year. I tell you, it is a whole pressure, a very, very serious pressure. And they have to cope with it. This pressure includes financial pressure to make sure and to ensure that all the infrastructure is progressing, is proceeding, and is doing well. School management, others have pressure of workers. Other workers have left. Other workers are needed. So there is a lot of pressure with the Board of Management. This is the season where people are going to be hired. Others have fired themselves. Others need to be hired. So the pressure is on the Board of Management. I want to echo the words of Professor Manyora. Professor Manyora was motivating the teachers. Recently, I heard him and I saw his tweet. And I thought that tweet is very, very critical to share. That teachers should be treated well. And one way of treating teachers well is by the Board of Management sitting down and evaluating and assessing on how the teacher can serve well, motivating them, giving them good support, the support system that they need. That kind of support is what our teachers need from the Board of Management. And you know, it happens. When the teachers are motivated, people can do well. When the teachers are motivated, even other support staff will join in the team and say, yes, we are doing well, we are progressing well. The fourth category of people who feel the pressure, but not so much, depending on how prepared they are, is the government. The government are prepared. I heard today in the morning that the TSC is being blamed for not hiring more and more. And you know, that cry is a cry to the government. And you know, it is a very serious cry. We hope things are going to be better. I'm not a TSC member, but I know things are going to work out well. So those kind of pressure are real. And these pressure are so real. So we need to cope up with this pressure. And allow me to mention only 3 things that will help us cope with this pressure, because these pressures come as a form of peer pressure. The teachers have their pressure, the parents have their pressure, the students have their pressure, the government have their pressure, the Board of Management have their pressure. So we need to cope up with this pressure. There are 3 ways we can cope up with this pressure. Allow me to use this P5P or P5 that has been used to help a lot of things and to help a lot of people. You've heard of these 5 P's, P5 of them, that proper planning prevents poor performance. And today I want to borrow that proper planning prevents peer pressure. We have pressure, yes, from all angles, but I want to call to us that proper planning prevents peer pressure. I don't know whether you are a teacher, I don't know whether you are a student, learner, pupil, a parent, somebody, a board of government, board of management member. All of this needs proper planning. A parent who planned properly, a student who plans properly, a teacher who plans properly will prevent this pressure. So one solution in handling these pressures that we are facing and we are about to face right now is by proper planning. And as we do proper planning, don't forget God in the midst of this proper planning. In fact, you can add the 6th point. Proper planning prevents peer pressure with a prayer inside it. It is going to help us. We have a lot of pressure as a nation. Here in Kenya, where I'm speaking from, we have a lot of pressure. We have a lot of pressure economically, politically speaking. We have a lot of pressure, but be that as it may be, we need to proper plan ourselves. Number 2 is love. Love what you do. Love what you do. If you love yourself as a student and you love being a student, if you love being a teacher, and as you teach, you love even the student, the student that you are teaching, then there will be no problem, because love is everything. It shows that you have passion in doing whatever you are doing. So solution number 2 is love. Love what you do. Coupled up with positive attitude is going to be of great value. Is going to be of great importance. Maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a student, maybe you are a board of management member, maybe you work with the government. Let us love what we do. That is my philosophy, and I believe it is majority's philosophy. If you love what you do, there is nothing that will harm you. There is nothing that will pressurize you. So long as you love what you do, plus a positive attitude, we are going to cope up with these pressures. Yes, day in, day out, we will have pressures. Day in, day out, we will have pressures. All kinds of pressure. Environmental pressure, working condition pressure. We'll have all this pressure. But these 2 remedies will help us cope up with them. 1, let us love our work. 2, proper planning prevents peer pressure. Coupled up with prayer, you are at peace. I believe these insights and I believe this talk is going to help someone. Yes, we have the year 2024 with us. Let us have peace and prosperity as we manage back to school pressure. Until next time, feel free to share, subscribe, like, comment. May the Lord bless you. Till next time.